Hello, my name is Kari Gustafson, and I'm a PhD student in the Faculty of Education. My talk today is called All Kinds of Orcs, Role-Playing Games, Collaborative Storytelling, and Subversive Imaginings. You may not think inclusive educators can learn much from a group of elves and dwarves sitting around a table with polyhedral dice. Well, I'm here today to tell you why they can. My research starts with a personal story involving my kids in a live-action role-playing or Larp Group, which has the same structure as tabletop games. Being in a Larp group meant that we hung out in the forest for hours with 50 to 100 kids in costumes with foam weapons. You may not expect that events with faction names like the Orcs and the Black Legion would lead to a harmonious day, but it did. As an autism researcher, I found that fascinating. Despite being a group with very diverse abilities, no one was being excluded and no one was being bullied. My question became, what is it that 20-year-olds in orc costumes can do that teachers struggle with? My research involves playing and game mastering role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and talking with a lot of other players and game masters or DMs. What I have learned is role-playing games are collaborative and not competitive. It involves a diverse group of characters working together to overcome obstacles. The party advances and level together, which means that success for one is a success for everyone. Role-playing games are inclusive. There are human and non-human creatures working together. The game mechanics make it virtually impossible to exclude someone. Everyone is needed and everyone gets a turn. Any character can experience ultimate failure or ultimate success with the roll of a D20 dice. At the critical moment, a hero can slip on a wet spot, or a weak character can get something just right, like the important clue or delivering a killing blow. It truly is a unique game where the highest roll by a player is celebrated equally by everyone. Role-playing games are a collaborative space. The storyteller or DM sets the stage but doesn't know where the story will go. In 1983, Gary Allen Fine published Shared Fantasy, which is the only ethnography of role-playing games that I know of. In it, he tells about the ultimate rebellion for players. A DM who is acting cruelly, not collaborating with their players, or generally misusing their god status within the world, could risk the whole party intentionally letting their characters die in an act of mass suicide. As any good DM knows or quickly learns, it doesn't matter how awesome your world is if you can't turn it into a place where everyone wants to play, everyone has something to say, and everyone is able to be part of things. Role-playing games allow us to subversively imagine how educational structures might change if we truly had a goal of collaboration, inclusion, and exploration. And if that's what role-playing can show us, then I say, bring in the orcs.